What's up, guys? It's Sion, and I know you're like, wow, the MMO show is back. Yes, it's back. All right, so this week, what I'm going to actually talk about is something that's near and dear to me, and it's a major problem I find in the MMO industry, and basically it's finding a home game. And what I mean by a home game is it can have actually different meanings. You can have a home game be for a streamer or a YouTuber. You can have a home game be for somebody personally. Has a home game could be for a guild, and along those lines, it's basically the game that you play the most that feels like home. And there's not a lot of games that feel like that anymore. There's two big games that are called the two biggest home games, and that's World of Warcraft and Final Fantasy 14. They're the two biggest home games right now. Now, there's other games that fit along like that, but they're not MMOs. Like Overwatch is a good game where people can have, like CSGO is a good home game. I guess you can call RuneScape a good home game. When I know a lot of people would be like, "What the hell are you talking about?" But those are games where you feel at home. You play it the most. You have the most fun in it, and it keeps you intrigued, and you stay in the game. Now, me personally, until recently, I did not have a home game for a very long time. I think the last home game that I really had was Rift Online, and that was after Ion, and Ion was after World of Warcraft. So Rift Online was the last one that was necessarily like at home in, where I played for an extensive period of time. Now I didn't have one since then. Guild War, as a matter of fact, Guild Wars 2 was my home game for a little while too, until they banned me, which you guys already know that story. For now, Blade and Soul is my new home game, and then maybe a close second will be Black Desert. But the reason behind that is because Blade and Soul had a story, the same way Black Desert has a story. Black Desert is more about the combat, but home games, they tend to keep you pulled in. They tend to have you have, like, you just want to feel like you just want to be in the world, or you're playing with a group of people, or you could be even playing with a significant other, which I don't have one right now. So I don't have that feeling anymore right now. So I think that's partially one of the reasons why I don't have a home game, is because I don't have anybody anymore like that in my life. But at the same time, I don't have friends that play all the same games. We all play different games. Like all my friends are like all over the place, and the new friends I meet, they're all playing different games too. Like there's nothing that's tying us together. I'm hoping a few games will change that. Crowfall would be number one. Destiny 2 would actually be number 2. Ashes of Creation, number 3. Secret World Legends. Hope with Secret World Legends. I have a lot of hope for Secret World Legends, even though they didn't let me in the beta. I'm just saying, Secret World Legends. What the fuck? Like, I think that's about it. I don't have a lot of faith in Elder Scrolls Online as far as holding the community together, because the community aspect of that game is not there. The storyline is there. Like that game is awesome when it comes to story. The combat, the PvP, all of that is there. But the community aspect of the game, the guilds, the auction houses, the stuff like that's the stuff that Elder Scrolls Online lacks. We'll see if it changes in Morrowind, because that's coming in about 4 days now. So we'll see if that changes it. But right now, it's just not there for me. I gotta be honest, it's not there for me right now. I feel a little bit underwhelmed by it. So think about this really quick. If you had a game that you can just be in right now, that is your game, you remember that feeling you had when you woke up and you knew you were playing one game. You knew that's the one game. You knew you only had to get $15 for that one game, which is probably was wow back then. And you came in, you worked, or you went to school, and you did whatever you had to do, but you couldn't wait to get home at 7 or 8 o'clock so you can come and play with your friends. And you met people that you wouldn't normally have met from around the world. They could have been from China, they could have been from Europe, they could have been from Australia, they could have been from Africa, but you just met new people. And it felt like they were in your house with you. It was safe, like nobody was going to steal any of your shit, nobody was going to disrespect you, so sometime, but it was a different feeling. That's part of what social media has done to us. Like, we got to connect with people who that we wouldn't normally connect with, and in gaming it made it a whole lot better because now you're connected in this world with these avatars, and it felt like everybody was a family. We don't have that anymore right now in the gaming community. And like the biggest game right now, you killing each other, like, which is Overwatch. Overwatch is probably the biggest game right now, and there's no real community in that, and it's actually a little bit toxic. The same with League of Legends and, you know, games like that. Like, people are just yelling at each other. Everybody wants to get to the highest rank. They want platinum or whatever the highest rank is, and to be stand above. And as far as the MMO community goes, WoW is not the number one anymore. Maybe money wise and sub wise it might be, but it's not the number one anymore. There is no number one right now. If you want to really be technically and be honest, there's no number one right now. There's no home game. Like, there's no place where everybody feels that they can actually belong. Nobody has a number one spot right now, which kind of sucks because I have to do award season now. It's officially award season, and I have to start doing that now. And there's no real number one anymore in anything. And I really truly feel like that there's no real number one in anything anymore, except for maybe hero shooters, which Overwatch has that hands down. So with that said, think about a game that you would like to actually be into that would be your home game. Think about a game that you could say, hey, you know what? I like being in this game. I want to be in this game. And leave it in the comment section below. As always, you know, you can like and sub to the channel if you like everything that's going on in the channel. There will be a whole lot more MMO. I know people are saying, hey, you know, you did Naruto a long time, like, but we gotta shy away from that right now and get back to the MMO and let's have some fun. I'm also doing Twitch a whole lot more, so you can see me at twitch.tv. Twitch.tv/CyanStorm, and I'm just going to continue to do what I can do as best as I can. We got some interesting things coming up. Like I said, you know, the Ashes of Creation, the Crowfall, Secret World Legends is all coming. Morrowind is going to be here in 4 days. We got some fun times coming this summer, so have fun, be legendary, and think about those home games. What home game do you want right now? I know a lot of people are probably going to say Destiny 2, even though that's not really technically an MMO, but Destiny 2 will probably be the home game. It's probably going to be the game where we all meet. Hopefully. I'll catch you guys soon. Peace.